We're in downtown Atlanta, Georgia for this Week 5 Simulation Football League matchup between two former SFL champions in the Denver Nightwings and the Atlanta Swarm. I'm Liam Krause, your play-by-play commentator, and joining me for this matchup and analysis is Aaron Alexander. Good day, Aaron. What are you most looking forward to out of this matchup?
Honestly, Liam, I'm looking forward to seeing which defense is going to be able to step up in this one. Both Denver and Atlanta have shown really good offenses so far in the season, but their defenses just haven't really been able to keep up. So I'm looking to see if either the Swarm or Nightwings defensive units are going to be able to make a big stand here in this game.
Thanks, Aaron. Great to have you in the booth with me as we prepare for the coin toss. Denver coming off a bye, under 500 for the season, a lone win against Louisiana. Javier Vasquez is the head coach, and his squad have been decidedly average, but they have the potential to turn their season round. Meanwhile, the hometown Atlanta Swarm looking to advance to 3-2 after defeat to a Lone Star Glory, but one of the most aggressive defenses in the league, sitting on second most takeaways with London and Lone Star, with the 6th most points in the league given away. Very aggressive but profligate defense for the Atlanta Swarms. We see the coin toss there taken place, and it will be the Swarm to kick off to start this second matchup of Week 5, and they will be kicking from right to left in their fluorescent green and blue famed unis, and the Denver Nightwings playing in white and black, and they will be receiving. And we are underway here in Atlanta, Georgia. The Atlanta Swarm hoping to get a win over the Denver Nightwings, go up to 3-2. Denver trying to bring themselves back to 500. Your offense for the Denver Nightwings, Eric Price under center, one of the most efficient QBs in football at the moment, with 79% completion. In the backfield, halfback Bailey O'Shaughnessy and R.E. Mills at fullback. Wide receiving core is Bryce Battle, Riley Quintero, Logan Kill, and Michaela Foster. And tight ends Jeremy Mosley and Brian Murphy. And 3 wide receivers here for Eric Price. He's going to step back. He's going to take a pass. And he is going to throw it. Dangerous throw. But number 82, Logan Kill, makes the reception there.
Yeah, great catch there by Logan Keel on the first play of the game. However, dangerous ball is Atlanta, as you mentioned, currently sits second in the league in takeaways. So definitely Eric Price needs to try and tone down those dangerous throws, or else Atlanta will take advantage.
Power set here, and Atlanta are going to jump. They're going to make the first down anyway, but they will probably give them the 5 yards rather than the single one that R.E. Mills ground out there. Let's see what the call is from R62, first laundry of the day on the field, and that is going to be a 5-yard pickup for the Denver Nightwings.
Yeah,
Denver coming out, first down already, a couple of first downs already, Aaron.
Yeah, that offsides call on Billy Ray Valentine, the 5th-year defensive end. Unfortunate that on the second play, Atlanta gives up a big first down here for Denver.
They're going to hand it off here, and that will be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Your Atlanta Swarm defense, defensive lineman Anthony Bonar, Billy Ray Valentine, Leo Jefferson, and Joshua Williams. Linebacking core is Free Higgins, Diamond Blackwell, and Aquantis Shine. Cornerbacks Jack Napier, Don Fletcher, and Jay Miraculous. Free safeties Moose Papineau and Grant Hardaway, and Chris Henry is the strong safety. Then we're going to hand it off again. And that is a run up the middle, and only a couple of yards there, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, Atlanta so far in this one has been doing a great job containing Bailey O'Shaughnessy, who currently sits 9th in the league in total rushing yards, and has been a big part of why Denver's offense has been so good. They sit 5th currently in rushing yards per game.
Gun straight here for the Denver Nightwings, and that is a catch, and that is a nice pickup right into Atlanta's territory. Aaron, Denver's offense has been moving so far. We know about how aggressive this Atlanta defense can be. Haven't shown too much of that aggression so far today. Maybe a bit more conservative.
Potentially. It also stands to reason Denver is really, really good at moving the ball downfield, so we may just be seeing more of Denver's offensive efficiency, less so than Atlanta's defensive struggles.
Yeah, a few third down conversions so far as well for Denver. So Atlanta is bend but don't break so far. And we'll see a 2nd and 10 here as that run is stopped at the line. It looks like he's going to go under center. He's not going to go into the gun. Single wide receiver and 2 tight ends in the set here. And they're going to run that off to the outside. And there was a lot of space there for Bailey O'Shaughnessy, just not able to get out to the right out to the outside where there was a ton of space there, Aaron.
Yeah, great job by this Denver linebacking core to close up that outside space that was available to Bailey O'Shaughnessy. He's going to sit down a 3rd and long here for the Nightwings.
Gun straight again for the Denver Nightwings. And they have those 4 wide receivers and the tight ends. That is a pump fake. That is a throw, and that is a catch and a tight end that time for the Denver Nightwings. 84. Jeremy Mosley with the catch, a 6-season veteran in the SFL.
Yeah, and Eric Price has been doing a great job kind of spreading the ball out. That's his 3rd completion to his 3rd different receiver so far in this one. Granted, Price hasn't been throwing the ball that much just yet, but still a very impressive job spreading the ball around for the Nightwings.
Screenplay here for the Denver Nightwings. That is up to the 1st down mark and a little bit more there, all the way into the Atlanta red zone for the Denver Nightwings. And that was excellent play there by Bailey O'Shaughnessy. I was going to say, it looks like it's going to be broken up right at the line, but Bailey O'Shaughnessy able to make their way out and get up to the 1st down line.
Yeah, credit to the 2 pulling offensive linemen there, able to get a clutch block onto Joshua Williams, the defensive tackle, that allowed Bailey O'Shaughnessy the extra space to get that 1st down on that play.
4 wide receiver set for the Denver Nightwings. Logan Kill looking to break records this evening. Needs 111 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns to pass Caesar Cannon for 33rd on the passing totals. And that will certainly do no harm to the chances there for the Denver Nightwings. That was Bryce Battle there, not Logan Keel. But an excellent reception there, Aaron.
Yeah, great 2nd reception for him. Just a little bit of a post route inside, able to just squeeze into the zone of the 2 swarm defenders there, despite being double covered. So a great pass by Eric Price, a great catch by Bryce Battle is going to set Denver up with 1st and goal on the Atlanta goal line here.
And this will be a run, and it will be walked into the end zone by number 30, Bailey O'Shaughnessy. 1st touchdown of the day for the Denver Nightwings. They are on the board.
Yeah, and with a blocking scheme like that, especially from the tight end Mosley, stealing the edge there for the Nightwings, that's just too easy for O'Shaughnessy to just walk right in. It's going to be 11 plays on that one for 73 yards, capped off by that O'Shaughnessy touchdown. And Denver looking to go up 7 here midway through the 1st quarter. A lot of time off the clock did Denver with that drive.
Yeah, nearly 6 minutes off the clock, 5 or 6 minutes off the clock already. And one of 8 rookies on this Denver Nightwings team, week 2 signing, Mason Remy, puts the ball up and through the post for the extra point. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategy is being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on a virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at www.simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. And every time I say that, I'm going to elongate fan ever so much. So as Atlanta return all the way up to the 28-yard line. Your Atlanta Swarm offense, Bryant Dynasty, 5-season, 2-time All-Star under center. BDG Hollywood, 12-season Hall of Famer, 3-time All-Star Mitchell O'Brien, the fullback, Carl Finnemore, Honus Adobe, and Siege Falco, as well as new Hall of Famer Boo Chisholm, inducted in Las Vegas. Tight ends Jamal Wooding and Jay Warren on the offensive line. Jamal Wooding is the tight end, and that was a throw up to Siege Falco that is deflected. That was a pick chance there, Aaron.
Yeah, unfortunate that Denver not able to take that one away, but Brian Dynasty showing he's not afraid to let the cannon loose here early on with that throw to Falco.
2nd and 10 for the Atlanta Swarm. Tons of offensive talent, 2 Hall of Famers. Let's see what they can get rolling. It looks like they might be running it this time, and they will. That's BDG Hollywood, but BDG is stopped just behind the line. They're going to call that tackle for loss. Number 96 for the Denver Nightwings, Stefan Forge. And let's go through that Denver Nightwings defense. Defensive line, Marlon Marshall, Hugo Reynosa, Gene Benezzi, and Igor Berbatov. On the linebacking core is Ramiro Morales, Rob Faraka, and Stefan Forge. Cornerbacks, Ron Hoff, Nick Kindler, and Tyson Fawn. And the safeties are TJ Frosty. And that is from the safety core, an interception. That was cornerback 27, Tyson Fawn. And the Denver Nightwings will take back control of the ball, Aaron.
Yeah, just a great job there by Thorne getting the tip from
Frosty tipped it there.
2 rookies linking up on that one, and I'm looking into it. I believe that was Tyson Thorne's first interception of his career, so congrats to him. Now, all but one of these rookies here for the Denver defense has an interception to their name this season.
Yeah, we'll go back to Denver's defense once they're back on the field, but for now, Denver's offense is making ground up the left-hand side of the field. That was 30, Bailey O'Shaughnessy again. We've been calling Bailey's name a few times this evening, and he is on a roll so far tonight.
Yeah, O'Shaughnessy has been a very, very key part of this Denver offense. We saw it 2 weeks ago in that game against Fort Worth. O'Shaughnessy featured very, very heavily in that one. 24 carries for 168 yards and 10 receptions for 39 for him.
And it's O'Shaughnessy again, all the way up to Declan 3. Atlanta Swarm 14-yard line. Denver right back in striking distance. 1-2 on the season so far, the former champions under Jeremy Vega. And the Denver Nightwings be looking to re-establish themselves as a premier team in the SFL with Eric Price under center. And once more, 2 back set. And that is going to be Shaughnessy again, but only a yard there, Aaron.
Yeah, great stop there by Leo Jefferson, the defensive tackle, to break through the offensive line to prevent O'Shaughnessy from getting any further than a line of scrimmage on that play. He's going to set up a 3rd and short here for Denver, but with a back like O'Shaughnessy, very, very capable of picking this up as Denver.
And it is O'Shaughnessy, and that is a run to the weak side, weak stretch play there. And O'Shaughnessy picks up the first down all the way up to Atlanta's 7-yard line.
Yeah, and I think the key for Atlanta, especially moving forward here, if they want the opportunity to stay in this game, they need to find a way to stop O'Shaughnessy. Bryce Battle and his receiving core, very dangerous in their own right, but I think stopping O'Shaughnessy specifically is going to be the key for Atlanta here as O'Shaughnessy gets it in for touchdown number 2 of the day.
And O'Shaughnessy rumbles in. Looked like there was a favor for him from the Atlanta defense. Pushed O'Shaughnessy over the line, it looked like, as we see the replay, just run up the gut, the simplest football play that you can come up with. And look at that horde of Atlanta Swarm defenders just herding O'Shaughnessy over the line. And that'll bring out Mason Remy for the 2nd time today.
Yeah, a bit of a bit too much forward momentum from the Atlanta Swarm defenders. They're swarming on O'Shaughnessy. This is going to force him past the goal line. So unfortunate there for the Atlanta defense. But Atlanta's offense is definitely capable of overcoming this 2-score gap in a hurry. They just need their quarterback, Brian Dynasty, to regain his composure a bit after that early interception.
Oh, the kickoff again from the Denver Nightwings. They have a second time bringing out Mason Remy to kick off, and nice 14-point average over 4 quarters would do for them in this tough away matchup against the Atlanta Swarm. Returned up to the 26-yard line for Atlanta. Just going to finish off a few of those names that we didn't get to on Denver's defense, Aaron. Savion Williams and Josh Neal round out the defense for Denver, and they have 6 rookies on this defense. It's been impressive how they come out and made an impact almost immediately. Just going through this play, 4-3 out of Denver here from that defense. 2 wide receivers and a single back for Atlanta and 2 tight ends. 5-step drop, and that's a throw, and that's a catch, and that's a little bit more for number 80, Boo Chisholm, the Hall of Famer, making an immediate impact on the second offensive drive for the Atlanta Swarm.
Yeah, and that's the kind of play you want from your quarterback after a early interception. Admittedly, I don't know what Nick Kingler was doing there on coverage. He looked like he was stood stock still for a second. By the time that Chisholm was in his zone area, just too little, too late, I'm afraid.
Yeah, and Kindler is one of the veterans of this Denver defense with 6 seasons on the board. Nice throw and catch there. Pickup of about 6 yards for Bryant Dynasty. 21 yards and that single interception to his name so far, Aaron. What does Bryant Dynasty have to do after that initial interception? He's just got to come out and maybe just pick up a little bit of stability, you would think. Maybe run the ball a little bit more.
Yeah, I could definitely see them getting BDG Hollywood more involved. I think this connection to Boo Chisholm is working because it's Boo Chisholm. There's a reason he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, one of the best wide receivers in the league, if not the best. Maybe DR Sim might have something to say about that, but certainly Atlanta have got all the weapons that they need on offense. They just need them to be firing, and they'll be wanting to get the most out of both BDG and Boo, those 2 Hall of Famers. They come out in a strong set here. And 3-step drop from Bryant, and that is a throw, and that is a catch. And just picking up the from our chat, Demon Simeon, Boo told me that he wears number 80 because DR Sim is his idol. I'm just kidding.
Listen, it could be, you never know with how storied some of these players are in this league. Both Boo Chisholm and DR Sim have been in this league for a long time.
And it's going to be BDG Hollywood this time, but BDG has been stifled so far. Denver's youthful defense making the most of the leverage there and stopping BDG in his tracks. So Atlanta are moving. They're into Denver's territory on the 42-yard line. 2nd and 9. The playbook is still relatively open, but they're going to come out in a strong set here.
Watch for another pass to Mitch O'Brien here.
And it does look like it's going to be a pass. 3-step drop. They're going to throw it to BDG instead here, and that is going to be only the yard. But yeah, you picked up on that. There was a play where they picked up the first down where they were looking down the middle, and you don't see a lot of teams throwing down the middle and out of those strong set formations, Aaron.
Yeah, you also don't really see the fullback lined up on the line like a tight end much in this one, but Atlanta, at least so far, has been brilliant with getting their fullback involved. That's a very, very deep pass by Dynasty into the hands of Siege Falco.
And number 17, Siege Falco, is certainly getting involved. Excellent throw by Bryant Dynasty, wiping away memory of that interception as he attempts to drive Atlanta back into this game. Only 14-0 so far. Also play for here late in the first quarter. Still a lot of football to go as they come out in Trey with the single back set, 3 wide receivers. Now going to run it, and that is blown up. He didn't even get to hand the ball off. Have you ever seen anything like that, Aaron? Excellent play by number 50 of the Denver Nightwings. Gene Benazzi, the 3-time All-Star, is racking up an amazing sack.
Yeah, you don't see run plays blown up like that very often here in the SFL, but Gene Benazzi just gets a great jump off the snap in order to basically make the play fall apart and force a big loss of downs here at the end of the first.
It is the end of the first, and it is 14-0 for the Denver Nightwings, but the Atlanta Swarm are driving. Welcome back to the Simulation Football League, presented by APM Music on YouTube. I'm Liam Krause, your play-by-play. Joining me is Aaron Alexander on analysis. And the Atlanta Swarm are going to take a 3-step drop. They're going to throw it, and that is dangerous. Number 23 and number 57 in the vicinity for Denver. And your reaction, Aaron, tells us all that we need to know about that play for Atlanta.
Yeah, that play definitely could have gone really, really well in Atlanta's direction, but Stephen Forge, the linebacker coming over from the Mavericks in the offseason, with just a great jump, gets full extension on his arm as well to knock that ball away.
The buzz is not in this crowd at the moment for the Atlanta Swarm. And that's going to be a throw. That's dangerous. And that almost got deflected right into the path of number 80, Boo Chisholm. That would have been one of his better touchdowns if he had managed to get on the end of that. But in the end, it falls harmlessly to the floor. And Atlanta are going to have to take the field goal. Sammy Steele likely coming out to kick this, Aaron.
Yeah, and I think this is absolutely the right call. Get some points on the board. You'll still be down 2 scores. But better 3 than a goose egg on the scoreboard, especially at this point. We're still early in second, still plenty of time for Atlanta to come back in this one. Unfortunate on that last play, the Hall of Famer not able to get his hands on the deflection for the touchdown. But I think if you're Atlanta after a drive like that, couple dangerous passes by Bryant Dynasty, I think you'll accept 3 points here to start the second half, or the second quarter, excuse me.
14-3 for the Denver Nightwings. Atlanta on the board first in the second quarter. The SFL has partnered with Rare Drop and Rare Drop Sports to advance live events and distribution. Live and in-person championship weekends, rookie drafts, and community events are in the works. Check out SFL games on their Twitch channel Friday through Sunday evenings. Follow Rare Drop Sports at twitch.tv/RD Sports. And at half-time on that Rare Drop Sports matchup between Minnesota and Motor City, a 10-10 game there, very close between two teams which have outperformed all expectations so far this season. And on that return, we're going to see offensive holding. The Swarm are going to take the penalty, and Denver are going to be backed up a little bit here, Aaron.
Yeah, that was the backup defensive tackle Logan Mack playing in here on special teams. Gets called on a bit of a hold here. Is going to give Atlanta a bit of a better chance here, pushing Denver back a bit further into their own territory.
4 wide receivers, 3 in the bunch. That's a throw, that's a catch, and that is all the way up to the 36-yard line of Denver. I tell you what, Aaron, I think this may get challenged. That was very close.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with you. Jeremy Mosley in the flex there. Oh, that's so close, but
yeah,
Atlanta not. Oh, there it is. I was going to say not throwing the flag, but there's the challenge.
It's a single foot inbound. We're playing college rules in the SFL when it comes to the catches.
Oh, it's so close.
That was incredibly close.
Get a bit of a look at it here in slow-mo, and he got it on the turn.
I think they will keep this on the field, and they do. Javier Vasquez, Mark Chisholm displaying his disapproval, but Javier Vasquez is applauding the decision of R62 there.
Atlanta's fans not happy about that call at all.
All the momentum and all the wings seems to be in favor of Denver right now, and certainly skill as well as well, I should say luck as well as skill comes into play when you're a championship contender. And Denver hoping to get right back up to that level as we see a nice throw and a catch there. Number 44, Ari Mills, the fullback on the reception there.
Yeah, if that's one big note of comparison that I can make between these two teams, both of them utilize their fullbacks very, very well in their offensive packages. Of course, Ari Mills, arguably the best fullback all around in the league. And Mitchell O'Brien, of course, no slouch in that regard himself.
IF Trips PA Sprint 43 post, I believe that play was one of Denver's go-to plays. We see them, it's almost a signature of their offensive style there. And that picked up the first down, took him into Atlanta's territory on the 49-yard line. So strong eye formation here, strong eye pro it looks like. Atlanta's trying to defend with the 4-3. As a run, that's going to be through the off tackle, and that is going to be up to the Atlanta 43-yard line.
Yeah, great run there by O'Shaughnessy. That last pass, by the way, caught by Riley Quintero, the 6th different receiver that Eric Price has hit in this game. Currently only 2 targets so far that Eric Price has yet to hit, those being McCullough Foster and Brian Murphy, receiver and tight end respectively.
Nice throw and a catch there again from the Denver Nightwings. They are doing everything right so far. I believe Eric Price is still 100% on the day, and that is a testament to just how well he has played so far. Throwing a catch there to number 82, Logan Keel. So the one-time All-Star back in season 18, 8 seasons in the SFL, 7 of which with the Denver Nightwings. And Bailey O'Shaughnessy out on the field, 42 yards already today. Weak eye. See a lot of running out of this, and we will see it again. Defenders trying to drag Bailey down in pursuit, but they will only stop Bailey after a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, but I mean, 4 yards is still great positive yardage here for O'Shaughnessy and the Nightwings. To your credit, by the way, Liam, Eric Price is still 100% passing right now. He's 9 for 9 for 135 at the moment.
Through 1 and a bit quarters, sublime performance from Eric Price so far. Handing it off to number 30 there again, Bailey O'Shaughnessy. And it is 3rd and 3, sniffing inside the Atlanta red zone. And Denver have really taken Atlanta's fans right out of this game so far, Aaron.
Yeah, the wind out of the sails a bit for Atlanta here. Denver, again, has just been doing a great job moving the ball downfield offensively.
Shotgun set, and that is picked. And that is going to the house. Number 27 on the pick. Don Fletcher.
No, Don Fletcher.
All the way up to the 10, and that is a touchdown for the Atlanta Swarm. And just like that, it's a single score game, Aaron.
I mean, technically, Eric Price is still perfect completion-wise because he threw that ball directly into the hands of Don Fletcher, the sophomore man, just wide open space behind him after that one. Goodness gracious, what a turn of fortunes here for the Atlanta Swarm on that one. That's his first pick 6 of his career for Don Fletcher.
Amazing stuff from the Atlanta Swarm defense, but that has been part of their MO so far this season. Very aggressive on defense in picking up turnovers, but not able to stifle opposing offenses, putting points on them. They'll be hoping to reverse the record a bit, and that is one way to do it, picking up points on the turnover. So Atlanta back to within 4 points here at home, and those fans are once again buzzing here at the Hive. Apologies, Aaron. Esports TV has partnered with the SFL to bring sim football to millions of homes over the next 2 years. ESTV is the world's first 24/7 live, linear, and video-on-demand esports channel available everywhere through your smart TV, on your phone, through Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and more. Visit estv.co to learn more about its programming and to find all the ways you can catch the SFL action on the network. And Aaron, go back to you now. Apologies for cutting you off.
No, it's all good. I was gonna say, yeah, Atlanta's fans absolutely buzzing, as they should be, with a big takeaway, quickly shifting the momentum the way of the Swarm here.
TE flex here for the Denver Nightwings. That is a run from Bailey, and that is going to be all the way up to the 24-yard line for a 4-yard gain. And that really says something about the Denver Nightwings defense and how they performed so far today. Just 4 yards for BDG Hollywood, Aaron.
Yeah, admittedly, though, BDG Hollywood, only 3 attempts so far in this one. So definitely Atlanta really hasn't been using BDG in a way that we will typically see Atlanta use them.
Denver playing right off there, and that's a throw and a catch, and that was going to be a reception no matter where Eric Price threw it there. I think he had so much space free for his wide receivers on both sides of the field.
Yeah, I think just a bit too spread out zone-wise was Atlanta there, which allowed so many different options for Eric Price, who's, we're 2 quarters in, he's already at 150 yards.
Speaking of yardage, Logan Kill up to 46 yards already today, looking at moving up in the all-time receiving charts. Thrown to Bailey O'Shaughnessy there out of the backfield, and that is up to Denver's 42-yard line.
Yeah, Papineau and Fletcher combine on the tackle there for O'Shaughnessy. And O'Shaughnessy, average-wise, hasn't been really doing a whole lot, but these 4-5 yard runs that O'Shaughnessy has been getting, these short receptions too, have been doing wonders for the Nightwings as far as moving the ball downfield.
Nice yardage for R.E. Mills, a single-time all-star there, 5-season veteran of the Denver Nightwings and the SFL. Big props to Mark Chisholm and Jack Brown on stats for us this evening. Thanks to those guys and all of our statisticians for helping us on our broadcasts. Midfield for the Denver Nightwings, they're looking to re-solidify their lead, get back to a 2-possession game after that turnover and pick 6. They're going to go in a tray set here. They're going to go with the play action and throw it out to number 17. And they're going to call that reception. That was close to the edge of the field. Riley Quintero on the reception there, Aaron.
Yeah, and admittedly, despite how close that was, Atlanta's smart not to challenge it. They are going to challenge it, though. Never mind.
Yeah. So this is second challenge of the day. It could be the second fault for Mark Chisholm as he goes under the booth there, R62. What do you think, Aaron?
I can't blame him, though, because that's the second one in a row that's been really, really close. And that one, I think he's in on the spin.
Yeah. PA Sprint 43 post. We see that a lot out of this Denver Nightwings team. It is one of their signature plays. But Mark Chisholm will get it this time. They are going to call him out. And, that looks more in than the last one did that Atlanta didn't win on the challenge. But they'll take it whatever way they can get it. 2 teams in the SFL with storied history and a storied history of challenging at the moment here, Aaron.
Yeah, that's a big challenge win for Atlanta there.
Weak eye. It's going to be a run up the middle for Bailey, and Bailey turned right around. And that is going to be up to Atlanta's 47. It's going with somewhat more conservative play there after that passes is turned over. The reception is turned over. And it is 3rd and 6. Let's see what Denver can do here. They're back out in that tight F trips set again. And it will be that play action again. They do the throw. And that is nearly picked off. They do the same throw. It's the flip of that play, Aaron. They did the same throw to the guy on the out route. You see the guy on the out route every single time. And that time it nearly came a cropper, as we say in the UK, for the Denver Nightwings there.
Jack Napier is absolutely kicking himself at the moment for not picking that ball off. because it hit him square in the hands. But still a great deflection is going to force Denver to punt this ball away.
And that is punted away. I think that might have been the first punt on the day, to be honest, Aaron. We haven't seen any punting so far today. And 6 minutes into the second quarter, we have our first one. Wow, those offensive numbers for the Atlanta Swarm, so low. But when you consider that it's a single possession game, Mark Chisholm's got to be very happy with what he's seeing on the sidelines. Going to come out with a free wide receiver set and a single back here. They're going to hand it off, and that is BDG again, and BDG stops again by this Denver Nightwings defense.
Yeah, BDG Hollywood just hasn't really been able to break any of the tackles of the Denver Nightwings. It's the reason he's only averaging 1.3 yards a rush right now. This Atlanta defense just has BDG's number at the moment, it seems.
So Atlanta out of challenges for the half. Don't often see that in the SFL, but indeed they are. 5-step drop here from Atlanta, and that is another dangerous throw. Number 10 nearly on the reception there. That was Kyle Finnemore, single season veteran with this single season veteran. He's not a veteran. He's a rookie on this Atlanta Swarm team, and he nearly had it picked away from him there by number 96, Stefan Forge, who came over from San Diego, and Kyle Finnemore came over from one of their close rivals, the Houston Headhunters. So Atlanta are trying to get some momentum back on offense on this third down. 3rd and 9. That's an excellent throw and catch there from number 10. They're calling his name again. It's Kyle Finnemore, Aaron.
Yeah, back-to-back passes to Finnemore. Both of them admittedly looked like they could have been picked off. Bryant Dynasty with great composure with pressure coming and gets the ball into the hands of Finnemore. Second time the charm here for the Hawaiian sensation Bryant Dynasty, as Atlanta now finds themselves with a very, very clutch first down by Finnemore there.
Bryant's been throwing some ducks, but don't have to worry about a duck here as BDG is on the run, and he's all the way up to the 35-yard line of Denver.
Yeah, we made mention how Denver seemed to have BDG Hollywood's number. That one, though, of course, you got to give credit to not only the fullback, but the entirety of this Atlanta Swarm team. Just great blocks all around. I do have to give credit to Stefan Forge, though, for Denver. He's been absolutely everywhere so far in this game for the Denver defense, as he gets yet another assisted tackle there on Hollywood.
Weak IT flexed here for the Atlanta Swarm. 5-step drop. That is a throw out, and that is a nice catch. And that was number 84 there for the Atlanta Swarm. No, apologies, 86. That was Jamal Wooding on the reception there, the 4-time All-Star. And that whole 6'6" frame fighting up against that cornerback. No chance for Denver's defense stopping Jamal Wooding there as he picks up the first down. 1st and 10 here from Denver's 23-yard line now. Sniffing the end zone here for the Atlanta Swarm. That's almost a 1-step drop there from Bryant Dynasty, thrown over the middle, and that is bobbled away, and that is an incompletion.
Yeah, couldn't quite see who that was intended for. I believe that may have been Mitchell O'Brien, the fullback. Unfortunately, just got hit as he caught that one. Was going to be forced out of his hands. But Atlanta here in striking distance again.
Indeed, they are. 2nd and 10. 23 yards from scoring. And Bryant not looking comfortable. He hasn't looked comfortable for most of the day, Aaron, but does make that completion there. Number 10, Kyle Finnemore. Once again, this has been Finnemore's drive on offense. Finnemore and BDG making up most of the yardage here for the Atlanta Swarm. And you can see there, 4 targets, 2 receptions, and 30 yards on the day for Finnemore. 21 is the longest game for him. And Atlanta are going to come out in a heavy set. Maybe just hand it off to BDG and let him get the first down. They're going to take another pass. They're going to throw it out the middle, and that's a catch. 81 is drilled there on the reception. That is a catch from Alan Chisholm, the tight end, backup tight end for the Atlanta Swarm.
Yeah, the backup tight end coming in and making a big play on 3rd and inch is going to set Atlanta up with 1st and goal now here.
And strong power ride, BDG runs out to the 4-yard line.
Yeah, strong run there by BDG Hollywood. A great call by Mark Chisholm there on 1st down. Atlanta looks like they're going to let the 2-minute warning hit before they snap this ball.
That's the 2-minute warning. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music on YouTube. Denver Nightwings up by a nose, 14-10 against the hometown Atlanta Swarm. But Atlanta well within striking distance, 4 yards from the end zone. And they have a chance to take back control of this game right before the half. Single back set here, 2 wide receivers and the tight ends. And that's a throw to the tight end, and that is a catch, and that is a touchdown. Number 86, Gamal Wooding, could not be stopped on this drive, whether it was picking up a 1st down or picking up the touchdown. Excellent play there, Aaron.
Yeah, and that's, again, that earlier pick 6 by Don Fletcher has proven to be the kind of catalyst for the Atlanta Swarm as their offense now finally comes away with points of their own here that weren't from the boot of Sammy Steele as he comes on for the extra point.
There's some fans in the crowd calling for a fumble Rooski there to try and pick up the touchdown. I don't know if they were going to go with that somehow, Aaron, but that is going to be the extra point for Sammy Steele. And that is up and that is good. 14-17 for the Atlanta Swarm. Their first lead in this ball game so far, and they have, I believe that's 17 without reply for the Atlanta Swarm against this Denver Nightwings team that came out so promising, Aaron.
Yeah, it's been a game of runs so far here. Denver scored 14 unanswered. Atlanta has answered back with 17 unanswered of their own. So we'll have to see if that remains the story of this one here.
And that's a nice return all the way out to the 35-yard line. That would do you no harm on this 2-minute drill. Number 14, Bryce Battle, 6-season veteran for the Denver Nightwings, returning the ball there.
Yeah, Battle taking over return duties from Riley Quintero these past few seasons. And he's been great for Denver as a return man.
Split back twins here for the Denver Nightwings. And they're going to hand it off, and it is going to be run up the middle by Bailey O'Shaughnessy, and Bailey almost picks up the 1st down. Nice pick up there, and the playbook is open now for Denver.
Yeah, another great run to start this drive by Bailey O'Shaughnessy. He's just been... O'Shaughnessy is the linchpin, I think, to this Denver offense. If Bailey performs well, then the rest of the team around him will typically up their game to match.
Another split back set, and that's a handoff to the fullback this time. It was Ari Mills, and Denver are going to run hurry up out of this. Oh, the defender's stuck in no man's land there. Number 44 going to get back into position. Denver being kind enough not to exploit that, but they are going to exploit a 1st down there. And 57 seconds left on the clock. Denver are rolling. Another split back set play here as they continue out of this formation where they're getting good matchups. And that is nearly another 1st down. They're going to call it 2nd and inches, but well within striking distance here. Defenders hustling back to the line. Another 5-step drop, and that time it's deflected by number 58 of the Atlanta Swarm. Qantas Shine, the Hall of Famer, saying no thank you. That's enough of that. And Denver, it may come as a beneficial thing for them to go back and try and figure out a different formation to run out of, Aaron.
Yeah, the hurry up not really doing much kindness there to Denver, but they are very, very handily within Mason Remy's range to tie this game up before halftime.
And they're going to come out in weak power eye here. Going to go for a screenplay. Oh no, they looked like they were going to try and throw it downfield, and that was a major miscalculation there from Eric Price. Great decision making so far today, but that one was not the best decision he's made. Billy Ray Valentine getting, they'll probably call that half sack with his defensive partner there. But excellent play there by the Atlanta Swarm, breaking up that pass.
Yeah, I don't think the pump fake with not one but two Atlanta Swarm defenders getting past your lineman, the right call there. Definitely should have checked that down to O'Shaughnessy, but is going to bring on the rookie Mason Remy here for his second field goal of his young career.
Just a second field goal, and Denver obviously have a excellent history of field goal kickers, and that one's not going to be made. That is going to be short by a few yards. Kramer Jackman.
Well short.
Kramer Jackman probably looking on that one from home and shaking his head. The legendary Denver kicker, as Mason Remy's field goal comes just short.
We're gonna blame the wind on that one. Let's just poor Mason Remy.
We're in this beautifully decorated dome, but we will call the wind on that. It's the buzzing of these Swarm fans that deflected the ball there away from its intended destination. And that was not the intended destination for that ball, as number 55 gets to the quarterback. They will call it an incompletion, but excellent work there from Igor Barbatov, the fifth season veteran of the SFL, breaking up that throw.
Yeah, a great job by Barbatov. Credit to Bryant Dynasty for getting that ball forward while getting hit, though, resulting in the incomplete pass instead of a sack here for the Nightwings.
Power eye here for the Atlanta Swarm, and BDG is on the run again, and there may be points on the board before this half is out, and that would be 20 unanswered if Atlanta get the field goal. This is going to be a 52-yard field goal for Sammy Steele. He certainly has the leg for it, Aaron, but you maybe want to run another play here if you're Atlanta.
No, I don't think you do, because you do still have 15 seconds, so running another play isn't necessarily the worst call, but you get the ball back at the half, you might as well give it to, put it to the boot of your kicker.
Well, they got two timeouts. They got two timeouts, and it's like they're going to kick it, so Denver going to send everything at this. It could be a fake, you never know. No, they won't fake it. Sammy's going to kick that one up. And that is good from 52 yards. What a field goal from Sammy Steele, the Atlanta Swarm kicker. Only 5'10", but he put about 10 foot of height into that kick right there. And that was an excellent play from Sammy Steele to put up the 20th point in a row for the Atlanta Swarm, and they are right in control of this game with just 10 seconds left before the half.
Yeah, Sammy Steele putting on a bit of a clinic, showing Mason Remy, how it's done. And
Denver, the slim, fine margins that you need to win a game in the SFL, the luck has gone away from them. They had it for the first couple of quarters, but now they are ailing against this Atlanta Swarm team that has rejuvenated their home fans with life after what was a pretty dismal first quarter. Denver probably going to run it with Bailey O'Shaughnessy here. They're out in TE flex again. Strong IT flex. Bailey is going to run it, and that is going to be up to the 31-yard line. It will call the timeout, so likely to see a run here still. I think this is well out of Eric Price's Hail Mary range. Could still see a prayer, but it's unlikely.
And, I'll be honest with you, Liam. I could see Eric Price try to hit Quintero here on a deep ball.
That's the intention usually when it's with the Hail Marys, but more often than not, they end up in the hands of the opposing defenders. But You never know. You never know. They will come out in strong power I, actually, so it does look like it'll be a run. And that brings up all zeros on the time board for this one in the first half. And that will do it for this first half here from the Hive in Atlanta, Georgia. The Atlanta Swarm have fought right back, and it is 20-14. And we are going to get straight into that second half action. I'm Liam Crowther. Joining me is Aaron Alexander. And we are watching SFL football on YouTube, presented by APM Music. The Denver Nightwings trailing by 6 points, having taken a firm early lead. Atlanta has scored 20 unopposed since then. And that is a nice return from Carl Finnemore there, taking it right up to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, admittedly, I think Finnemore could have gotten a bit more on that one if he'd bounced it out a bit further to the outside, but still a great return by the new receiver coming over from Houston in the offseason. Is going to set up Atlanta with great field position to start this quarter.
Record watch for this Atlanta Swarm team. Congratulations to Siege Falco, passing Mike Asai for 14th all-time in receiving yardage. And Sammy Steele, he needs one more field goal, and he will pass Franklin Reese for 9th all-time. So the Atlanta Swarm are certainly proving themselves on the field here right now. And they have a chance to really put another nail in the coffin for this Denver Nightwings team that has just really struggled to get back to pace after that first quarter. 5-step drop here from Bryant Dynasty. That's a throw and that is a catch. And that is a first down. Another first down for this Atlanta Swarm team, Aaron.
Yeah, that one into the hands of Hall of Fame receiver Boo Chisholm, who just... Bryant Dynasty fed that ball through the tightest of needles to get that into Boo Chisholm's hands. A great start to this drive by the Swarm.
Fred set here out of shotgun for the Atlanta Swarm. Pump fake, and that is a throw on the run, and that's an amazing catch. What a play from number 86. Jamal Wooding providing a target for Bryant Dynasty. And Bryant Dynasty, that was some gunslinging action right there, Aaron.
Yeah, gotta give credit to Bryant Dynasty on that one. Looking like a to compare to a quarterback from the No Fun League. Looking like Lamar Jackson with that throw on the run there. A great composure by Bryant Dynasty to get that ball into the hands of his receiver, and a great route by Wooding to get open.
That one was worth the price of admission, and that's another one right there. Not as flashy for Bryant Dynasty, but it will do the job. Number 86, Jamal Wooding. We have called his name a whole bunch of times, Aaron.
Yeah, Wooding has been Dynasty's favorite receiver so far in this one. Granted, Dynasty also one of those quarterbacks that likes to spread the ball out around a lot, rather. But Wooding currently 4 receptions on 5 targets, the most of anyone receiving-wise on both teams.
Run up the middle for BDG, and that's a 3-yard pickup. 69 yards. BDG's had a couple of big chunk plays, but you got to, just going back to Jamal Wooding, I think a dark horse candidate for player of the game so far, Aaron.
Yeah, definitely have to agree with you on that one. Currently averaging 11 yards a catch. He's got the 1 touchdown for Atlanta so far offensively. Still a lot of game to play, obviously, but definitely an early dark horse for player of the game honors.
Screen there for the Atlanta Swarm, and that is taken up to the 20-yard line. So just in the red zone now for the Atlanta Swarm, as number 34, BDG Hollywood, picks himself up and wipes the dirt off. Been through the wars so far today, BDG. Just remember that they've got a fullback as well, Mitchell O'Brien, 6-season veteran. Maybe go to Mitchell for a few plays as well. But that will be picked off as they go for that throw over the middle. And Bryant Dynasty has given the momentum right back to Denver here.
Yeah, credit Nick Kindler on the interception. Count the tip, though, by Josh Neal, the rookie strong safety, the first rounder out of Ottawa, on the assist there. And you've got the right of it. That's a big momentum shifter for Denver, as Atlanta was looking to score either through the air or from the boot of Sammy Steele, who's forced to watch on the bench.
From a third-round pick to an interception in the SFL, congratulations. No, not Nick Kindler. Nick Kindler isn't a third-round pick. He's a six-season veteran. But certainly when you look at this defensive backcourt for the Denver Nightwings, third-round pick, second-round pick, fourth-round pick, did they pick anything other than defensive players? I can't see a single one. Only Michaela Foster out of Lincoln. And that one is going to be out of bounds. They would have only gotten back to the line of scrimmage there for O'Shaughnessy. But Denver's offensive play so far today, Aaron, I wouldn't exactly call it progressive. It started off pretty well in the first half, in the first quarter specifically, but since then it's been stifled. See the gun straight here, so maybe a throw into Night Newell slants. A lot of teams play that out of the gun straight. They won't do it here, though. That's a throw up the middle, and that is a catch.
How did he catch that ball?
That is the commentator anti-jinx there as number 17, Riley Quintero. You called him out earlier. That was an excellent catch right there on the post.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Jack Napier just... I'm sorry, that was not Napier. That was... Moose Papineau, excuse me, just not able to get his hands on it. Quintero doing a great job keeping the defender behind him, as Denver, despite the early struggles in this drive, find themselves with a great job on third down to convert there.
Run from Bailey there, only able to get up to the line of scrimmage. Jefferson on the tackle there. Leo Jefferson, the defensive tackle to be precise.
Yeah, and Atlanta's defense, especially of late, has been doing a great job containing not only O'Shaughnessy, but just not allowing Eric Price to really spread the ball out as he would prefer.
Another run up the middle, and that is going to be stopped behind the line. That'll be a tackle for loss, number 57 for the Atlanta Swarm. Diamond Blackwell, second season with the Swarm and the SFL. And it is going to be another big 3rd and 11 situation. They come back out in that gun straight set again. Not going to see all slants like we normally do out of this. Let's see what they do come out with this time. And again, that is going to be thrown up the middle, but this time it is going to be well short of that first down. Still inside their own territory here, Denver. On their 46, they're going to have to pick up decent field position if they want to get something out of this next defensive drive for them.
Yeah, we do get another name on the stat sheet for the Nightwings. It's Michaela Foster on the catch there. Foster,
the round 4 pick out of Lincoln. And that one will be returned for about a yard. The SFL has partnered with Laser to deliver digital SFL player trading cards to its players and viewers during live events on SFL Twitch. Viewers every 30 minutes will be issued cards, or you can buy SFL card packs through Laser's store. The new Season 19 pack will be available soon. Visit laser.gg and click the Join Alpha button to connect your Twitch account and begin collecting. And the personal pride of my collection is a signed $1 million Ray Bentley limited edition super card, and I will treasure that for many years, I suspect, Aaron.
Yeah, absolutely. A bit of laundry on the field on that one. The Swarm, of course, going to decline it after the first down. That was defensive end Marlon Marshall jumping offsides.
Yeah, that's what they were calling it on the field, but I think that laundry was actually for my Ray Bentley card. They wanted to take it off me with that penalty. So
Yeah, I don't think they can take something like that away with just
No.
a bit of yellow cloth on a football field.
I'll fight for it. I think I will for that card. But Laser, excellent partner of the SFL, as all of our partners you can see along the footer of the screen there. And that is a throw, that is a catch, and that is an excellent pickup. Right back into the action is number 86, Jamal Wooding. And, well, it's not a dark horse contention now for player of the game. It is outright leading it now, Aaron.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with you on that one. Just another great route by Jamal Wooding to get himself open, and Dynasty with all the time in the world to get the ball into his hands. This Dynasty to Wooding connection in this one has been electrifying for the Swarm.
70 yards off of 5 receptions and 6 targets. And that is a throw to number 17 from Bryant Dynasty. Dynasty has got the hot hand right now, and that's Siege Falco, the record breaker this evening, moving up in the all-time yardage charts past Mike Asai. Congratulations to Siege on that. And huge contributor over 9 seasons, this Atlanta Swarm side. They're going to come out in a strong set here. 2 backs, the fullback and the halfback. That's BDG, and BDG is on the run all the way up past the 10-yard line to the 7-yard line. Maybe a bit of a generous spot, but they're giving forward progress there.
Yeah, I think even without the generous spot, I think that was a first down anyways. BDG with just a great second effort after the spin move. And getting back to Siege Falco, that was only his 2nd reception of the game. We normally see a bit more out of him reception-wise, but Denver's been doing a good job keeping Siege Falco kind of quiet in this one.
3 out wide, but they'll hand it back to BDG, and BDG, that's as easy as they come for number 34. And that is a touchdown for the Atlanta Swarm. 26, pending 27. Without reply, Denver's game plan has collapsed, Aaron.
Yeah, it looked so good for Denver starting out, but after that, specifically after the pick 6, but realistically, it started after the first Sammy Steele field goal. It's just been all downhill for Denver.
Well, it was a slow start for BDG Hollywood, but you'd look at the stat line there, 10 attempts, 88 yards. I take it all back, Mr. Hollywood, as he has had an excellent game so far today for the Atlanta Swarm, and they now lead 27-14. Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for info about the league and its 28 teams, all the places you can watch live games, plus links to apparel from Sector 6 and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions. See all the league records, team stats, player leaderboards, the rankings of the next class of SFL talent, and so much more. Simulationfl.net, your home for everything SFL. And that is brought back up to the 23-yard line. Denver looking for answers, Aaron.
Yeah, and at this point, Denver is very nearly entering kind of desperation mode here. Their defense has been doing really well, like in the grand scheme of things. They've gotten 2 off of Bryant Dynasty, but they offensively, they've score-wise have just stagnated. And
since Denver scored last, there have been 5 drives, this one included. 36-yard punt, 38-yard field goal missed. End of the half, they weren't able to pick up any points right at the end of the first half there, and they had a 37-yard punt back to Atlanta. But it has made grim reading the last few quarters for the Denver Nightwings, and that is nearly another grim outcome. Number 21. Jack Napier. The Atlanta Swarm defense has certainly not been short of turnovers, but what they've struggled with is keeping offenses contained, and, well, they certainly have done that today, Aaron.
Yeah, and just looking at their takeaways, I think another issue perhaps may be scoring off of turnovers, but they haven't really had much of an issue with that in this game.
Gone straight here for the Denver Nightwings. And that is another throw. That is a catch. Number 82 is up the sideline. Logan Keel brought out of bounds by number 44. And I'm just going to stop saying anything as Chris Henry makes that tackle. I'm going to stop saying anything, Aaron, because every time I say something, both of these teams just come back and hit me out of nowhere with a big offensive play, a big defensive sack or interception, etc. I'm just going to let these two teams play.
Liam, I definitely know the feeling on that one. That was a case of second verse, same as the first, though. The first pass intended for Keel deflected away. That one, though, Eric Price makes a great adjustment to get that into the hands of his intended target. Is that one to the tight end for a first down? That's Brian Murphy.
Yeah, excellent throw there. Price has obviously had his struggles so far this game. Still one of the most efficient passes in the SFL, though. And he has had 17 completions out of 22 attempts on the day. So that would be 77.3 average over the day completions. And that is another one right there, bringing his number just up a little bit. Oh, no, they're going to call that out of bounds, Aaron.
Yeah, I think this will be a case where we see head coach Javier Vasquez potentially throw the red flag, which he does, which, again, it's another one of those where it's way too close to call without the replay. And
I believe that was off the play action against this play is, it's back to that tight F trips play action pass. He's well in bounds there. Yeah, that one's a faux pas on the part of the referee rather than any of the coaches. And Javier Vasquez is rightly justified. Marches and little to complain about there. Only R62's eyesight, it seems. But that is perennially called into question by many of the fans in this stadium, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm actually going to...
They'll get the right outcome, though, Aaron.
Yeah, I'm actually going to give R62 the benefit of the doubt there. I'm actually going to call out the line judge for the miscue on that play.
Well, he appreciates that, I'm sure, as this is handed up the middle to, that was Bailey O'Shaughnessy, 76 yards on 21 carries so far today. And O'Shaughnessy gets Denver into the red zone for, the first time in a good long while, Aaron.
Yeah, and O'Shaughnessy has been relatively quiet here in the second half. But Denver, again, finds himself in striking range.
Ooh. And that is handed up into a thumping tackle by number 58. I think that might be an R.E. Mills rather than Bailey O'Shaughnessy. 58, Aquantis Shine, the anchor of this Atlanta Swarm defense with 12 seasons under his belt with the Swarm.
Yeah, it delivers an absolute spear to the back there after only a couple yards. I felt that one up here in the booth.
Tight F trips again, and we see that play action pass into the end zone, and Denver break the streak, and they'll bring themselves back to within a single score here.
Yeah, the fullback R.E. Mills playing in a bit of a flex of his own there, playing in that slot position, runs a beautiful post route inside, cuts through the defensive zone, a great pass by Eric Price. And yeah, Denver finally answered back. They're looking to put themselves within a score as we see the Minnesota Motor City game now in overtime over on Rare Drop.
13-13 over on Rare Drop Sports, but don't go anywhere because this one is heating up. 21-27, and Denver are right back in this game. They've been ailing for so long, but that was a nice drive there from Eric Price and company to get Denver right back into this game. 3-minute drive, 2 minutes, call that. I can't count. But they will kick it away back to Atlanta, and they're going to be hoping to get Atlanta off the field pretty quick. 53 seconds left in this third quarter. Still quite a way to go quite a bit of football left to be played as that is brought back to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I think it was just a matter of time that Denver responded to the Atlanta Swarm. Some of the drives that Atlanta stopped were looking very, very good for Denver at one point. But the defense just a bit too much at points for Denver to handle. Finally able to get a drive together, though, that ends in points for the Nightwings.
5-step drop for Brian, and Denver defenders hovering around in the area. Number 27 there, Tyson Thorne, out of Annapolis in the past SFLM draft, the 59th pick in the 3rd round. And the Denver Nightwings they have every capability of making a play on defense here. Let's see what they do in this situation. 3 wide receivers now for the Atlanta Swarm. Single back set, offset to the left-hand side of Bryant Dynasty. That'll be a throw and a catch, and that is a 1st down.
Yeah, that's Boo Chisholm again on the reception. It's kind of been between him and Jamal Wooding have been the favorite targets here of quarterback Bryant Dynasty, but he's also spread the ball out really well. Both of these quarterbacks have.
That'll be it for the 3rd quarter. This one is going into the 4th with a single score between it. And it is the Denver Nightwings 21, the Atlanta Swarm 27. Welcome back in to the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music. I'm Liam Crowser, joined by Aaron Alexander, and this is a close one. Atlanta are driving with a 6-point lead here in the 4th quarter. And they will pick up the first down of the 4th quarter on an excellent throw and a catch there. Number 11, Honus Adobe on the reception there.
Yeah, and with that reception by Honus Adobe, that is every single star player that is capable of catching a pass on both teams now has a reception on the stat sheet.
Spreading the ball around, that's what we like to see in the SFL. Everybody getting involved and having a big impact, making an impact on their team's performance. And that was an impact on BDG Hollywood there from the defender. Number 54, Gene Benazzi, with the tackle there. And they'll call that the line of scrimmage. So no tackle for loss for Gene. But Atlanta, they need to get the ball moving. They're not in field goal range yet. If they score the field goal, that's going to take it into 2-possession territory for Denver. Give them a real challenge. And they nearly jumped at BDG there. BDG will take it up to the 33-yard line. And Atlanta, within striking distance of the 1st down at least, could potentially look for the field goal. We've seen a longer field goal from Sammy Steele today from 52. That would probably be about 49 from here, Aaron.
Yeah, that is presuming, of course, that Atlanta doesn't pick up this 1st down.
And they will. That is a jump. And that is poor discipline from the Denver Nightwings. And they will pick up the 1st down on the screen anyway. So it is damage limitation time as BDG Hollywood picks up that 1st down. They're going to call it the offside penalty there, neutral zone infraction. And they will pick up that laundry and give Atlanta the yardage that they picked up there for Hollywood.
Yeah, Barbatov, unfortunately, fell a bit too much for the hard count there. Not that in the end it's going to matter, because BDG Hollywood just has all manner of space in front of them, the screen pass. But definitely not what you want to see if you're a fan of the Denver Nightwings, is one of your defensive linemen jumping off sides in a clutch situation like that.
4-3 set here for the Denver Nightwings, trying to defend against this surging Atlanta offense. But that will not do it as number 80 walks into the end zone. Boo Chisholm. It's Boo Chisholm with the touchdown.
So this kind of begs the question here. If you're Denver, you're going to be down 13, barring the Sammy Steele extra point. And now that I think about it out loud, I was going to suggest Denver maybe go for 2 if they score again, but realistically, they don't need to. because 2 touchdowns with converted extra points would give them the lead in this game.
Yeah, I think both of these teams, Atlanta could go to. Actually, it's kind of surprising, I suppose, that Atlanta aren't going for 2. They may be just confident in the lead that they've got, and don't think Denver will make it back to even close to being in parity. So it's an interesting one. But we will see what Denver try to do on offense as they take the ball back. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. And that is returned up to Denver's 24-yard line. That's where they start.
Admittedly, I do like I can't fault Atlanta for having faith in their defense. They have a very, very good defense. The problem is, though, Denver has a very, very good offense, and they have a lot of time on the clock to try and come back. That's not going to happen.
And that won't do it. That is a pick. And that was nearly a pick 6 if there had been a little bit more space for number 44 on the outside. Chris Henry with the interception. And this one, this is looking like a real mountain now for Denver to climb to get back into this game, Aaron.
Oh, it absolutely is. Atlanta now has great field position to start this drive. They're at Denver's 31. They're well within Sammy Steele's field goal range already, even if this drive were to falter. It's just going to be Atlanta playing smart and not giving up any costly turnovers here this deep in Denver territory.
Atlanta in a conservative set, and why not? They've earned this lead over the course of this game, really taken the fight to the Denver Nightwings, picked up 27 unopposed points, and now they are in a very comfortable position with a couple of touchdowns lead. Denver playing damage control now here, you would expect. They're going to try and contain Atlanta to the field goal at the very least, and then hope that they can try and put some points on the board. Throwing a catch there, and that is up to... No, they're going to call that a drop, Aaron.
Yeah, I definitely have to get a look at the replay here. I definitely didn't think that ball was dropped. Oh, but it was. TJ Frosty doing a great job to knock that out of the hands of Boo Chisholm there.
Yeah, it was the way that it bounced. It bounced out of his hands, but it came down with him. So it wasn't necessarily clear, but definitely an incompletion there.
It sets up a long third down here for Atlanta, and this is what you want by your defense after your offense turns the ball over.
And a pickoff for Denver here would get them right back into the game, but that won't. And that is a touchdown. An excellent corner out to number 17, Siege Falco. And that is 40 on the board for the Atlanta Swarm.
That's also the third different receiver on Atlanta with the receiving touchdown. First, I may have the order on this wrong, so you'll have to forgive me. I believe first was Jamal Wooding, then Boo Chisholm got one, I believe last quarter. And now Siege Falco finds himself in the end zone after a pass from Bryant Dynasty. This game definitely still isn't over, but this does kind of feel like the final nail in the coffin for the Nightwings.
Free possession game now, and certainly considering where we were at the end of the first quarter, it has been a major turnaround for the Atlanta Swarm as we go to 21-41. Final score over in Motor City, 16-13 for Minnesota. They come out with a huge win against Motor City in overtime. Rare Drop Sports, and Atlanta will be hoping to wrap up this victory with just 9 minutes left on the clock in the fourth quarter here in Georgia. And Denver are going to bring it out to around about the 22. But the Nightwings are looking for answers. This will take them to 1-3 if they do drop this game. Atlanta moving up to 3-2. And Mark Chisholm will be very happy with how we've seen his team perform here today. Starting to really put the defensive stability together after what has been a bit of a rocky start. And that is going to be off to Bailey O'Shaughnessy, and Bailey's going to pick up a lot of yardage there, all the way up to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, Denver's still very much in this game despite the 3-possession deficit. I still think Denver has a chance to pull this one back. Something interesting I do want to note, just looking at the standings right now. Atlanta, should they win this game, would move up to 3-2. And kind of maintain the lead in a very, very tight East Division. It's so tight to the point where Atlanta, Florida, and Louisiana in 4 games have the exact same point total offensively.
Thrown to the check down receiver there, and that is going to be a tackle for loss. Number 30, Bailey O'Shaughnessy, has been the go-to for Denver for most of today, but you would expect at this point that Denver's got to try throwing those receivers out, Aaron.
Yeah, I think at this point, especially with how little time remains in this game, you need to throw the ball.
But they won't. They will run it. And that is all the way back to the 34-yard line for Denver now. So 3rd and 14. And Bailey has to be sensing some frustration here as his yardage that he picked up on that big chunk play there has started to dwindle away. That's a throw, and that's a catch. Number 82, all the way up to the 35-yard line of Atlanta, but that was under double coverage. An excellent catch there, given the circumstances, from Logan Keel.
And that is what Denver needs at this point. It's dangerous, yes, because Atlanta has consistently proven to want to be one of the best takeaway teams here in the league. In fact, I think right now they're only behind Florida as far as total takeaways go. But if you're Denver, you need these big chunk yards in order to come back in this one.
Throw to O'Shaughnessy out of the backfield. That'll be a 5-yard gain. Just looking at the divisional situation for these two teams, Atlanta will move to 3-2 if they do wrap up this win, ironically, against Florida. So Florida will need to take on Mexico City and get a win there if they want to keep pace. And meanwhile, for Denver, we'll get this through display. Gun straight here for Denver. Take the snap. That's a throw over the middle, and that's a catch, and that is right into the red zone, up to the Atlanta 7-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great ball by Eric Price in the hands of Bryce Battle. Speaking of Denver, you were mentioning the divisional situation. Denver, presuming that the scoreline holds, would fall to 1-2. They would be 2 game. We'll call it a game back of San Diego, who sit at 2-2. There's still a lot of time left in the season, though, for Denver to come back and try and make a playoff run.
Weak power eye, and that's a run for Bailey O'Shaughnessy. And once again, Atlanta defenders in their trying to find the word for it in their enthusiasm, nearly thrust Bailey over the line there for the touchdown. But luckily for them, it will just be 2nd and goal for now.
Yeah, momentum is a pain in the neck sometimes if you're a defender, because it's really hard to kind of stop on a dime and pull especially a back like O'Shaughnessy backwards instead of pushing him forward.
And O'Shaughnessy will go backwards there. That was stopped at the line of scrimmage. And the Denver Nightwings are running out of time. Just 5 minutes and a little bit remaining on the clock here in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Hive, home of the Atlanta Swarm. Shotgun set here, split back set. And under pressure It's the quarterback throwing it. Oh, wow. That was asking for a scramble there from Eric Price.
I wanted to see Price run that in, I'll be honest with you, Liam. I thought he was going to. I am upset.
There was many Denver fans in that end zone stand pleading with Eric Price to run for it. And as it turns out, Denver are in a situation where they need to go for it anyway. 20-point deficit, points needed. Here we go. Trey open situation. It goes to that pass action again, play action again. Number 44 with the touchdown, Ari Mills. Excellent play from the fullback. And Denver drag back Atlanta just a little bit, but more of that needed.
Yeah, and that's another touchdown pass to Ari Mills out of that fullback flex formation. Realistically, I would like to see Denver try and go to that formation, or something similar to try and get the yardage they need to come back in this one. They are going to have to recover an onside kick though, which is very, very difficult in this league.
Bad hold there on the extra point, but that will be up and good. So we are back to a 13-point deficit for Denver. They're going to go for the onside kick. So let's see what they do here. Mason Remy positions himself for the onside kick. Maybe go for the Rabona. No, he won't. It is caught by the special teams of the Atlanta Swarm. And that will be a great field position to try and extend their lead. The SFL produces over 400 live events each year, but don't miss community content creators and their creations. Catch SFL Nights with AJ Striker, Say It With Your Chest, Around the SFL, and more, covering Season 19 and beyond. To check out archive versions of community shows, visit simulationfl.net and click the logo of your favourite form of SFL entertainment on our homepage. Screen to BDG Hollywood, and Hollywood spins out a couple of tackles, and that is up all the way up to Denver's 30-yard line.
Yeah, Atlanta, I think, probably going to see a lot of BDG Hollywood on this one, just try to kill the clock out. Getting back to the onside, though, I don't think that Rabona would have been the right call there. Seems a bit risky being down by 13 to try something like that.
Yeah, would have been a bit flashy, but need all the luck you can get at this stage if you're the Denver Nightwings. Sliding to a 1-3 record so far. Atlanta are going to take as much clock off as they can, and it'll be 3rd and 2 on Denver's 29-yard line. As we've seen from Sammy Steele so far today, this is an automatic field goal at this range for him.
I wouldn't call it automatic. We've seen field goals from this range be blocked already this season, and Denver as a team is one that I could see potentially forcing a block like that. But in a vacuum, yeah, Sammy Steele very much automatic from this distance.
It's almost automatic in this impressive high-tech dome here. He'll have to make it from this range now. He'll have to make it from a little bit further back. It's actually going to be, actually that was quite cruel of me to try and say that he was automatic from this range. It's going to be 51 yards, around about 51, 50-ish yards for Sammy Steele to try and make the field goal. But if he misses, well, that would be 3 minutes. I'm minded of Mexico City versus San Antonio, all the way back when Mexico City won the championship. Field goal is up and good, so that will extend it a little bit. Denver, they're not out of this game yet. It is still doable. There's a lot of points that you can score in 2 minutes. If you remember back to that game, if you extend your memory back far enough to that incredible game between San Antonio and Mexico City, all the way back in Season 9, I believe. But let's see if Denver can do something here. They're going to have to make the most of the return, try and get some extra yardage here, you think, Aaron?
Yeah, couple things to note. Sammy Steele does end up passing Franklin Reese for ninth all-time in field goals made. Also, it's still only a 2-possession game. Denver's only down 16. If they can score and convert 2-point conversions, and it's going to take a lot, don't get me wrong, but Denver still has a chance to force this game into OT here.
Well, suddenly the decision to go for the single points as well, it could come back to haunt Atlanta in the same way that going into a haunted house could. Yeah, I don't know. This metaphor has gotten lost. So, look, it's a long way to go for Denver. They have to score a lot of points in a very short amount of time, and it's very unlikely that they're going to do that. But let's see. 90 slants, throw up the middle. And that is caught, and they're going to keep going to the well on this one, Denver, all the way up to the 2-minute warning. 2 minute 5, 2 minutes 4. They will snap it. They'll throw it to Bailey, and Bailey is going to stay in bounds. So I don't think that would have mattered because they're going to stop the clock anyway. But it's the 2-minute warning. 28-44 in favor of the Atlanta Swarm up against the Denver Nightwings. You're watching the Simulation Football League, presented by APM Music on YouTube. Coverage of the SFL on Next Level Sports continues Sunday with a doubleheader starting at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time in Washington, D.C., where the 3-1 D.C. Dragons will welcome the 3-1 Vancouver Legion in a rematch of a thrilling 55-52 shootout that kicked off Season 18. Ball will pass up there and drop, so it will be 3rd and 6 for the Denver Nightwings. In the second block, Seattle gets its first national television game as heavy underdogs on the road in Baltimore. Live look-ins will feature London, Sioux Falls, and Queen City, Indianapolis. For a channel guide and more info on it about NXT, visit NLSE.com. And welcome back into this game. Denver fighting against destiny at this point. 16-point deficit. And that is a bobbled and drop, and that will be 4th and 6, Aaron.
Denver has to go for it. If I see a punter on the field here, I don't know what I'm going to do, but Denver has to go for it.
They're not going to punt it. They're going to try something. But Atlanta's defense has had answers all day for this Denver Nightwings offense. They will come out and gun straight, so we could see slants here. I think they're going to throw it to the outside on the audible here. Looks like Eric Price is changing the play at the line. And there we go. That is throws the out route, and that is going to be stopped. It's going to be short, around about a yard. Logan Kill, they will give him the catch, but that could be curtains for the Denver Nightwings. I would expect Atlanta are going to kneel it out to try and consume those timeouts for Denver, but with less than 2 minutes on the clock, it is looking really tough for Javier Vasquez's team now.
Yeah, props to Logan Keel, though. He does pass up Caesar Cannon for 33rd all-time in total receiving yards, so small upsides for Denver in this one.
Yeah, congratulations to Logan after that. Excellent performance today, despite what seems to be the conclusion of this game for Denver. But it's such it's difficult coming into any opposing team stadium, especially one as tenured and storied as the Atlanta Swarm. But they really had themselves going in the first half of this game, Aaron. But they just couldn't make the most of the advantage that they built up.
Yeah, and I think you have to credit that more to both Atlanta's offense after the momentum shift and their defense that started the momentum shift initially.
And that will be a sack there, so increasingly likely that Denver will at least get the ball one more time. Igor Barbatov with a sack on Bryant Dynasty, the two-time All-Star.
That's the backup, actually.
Oh, it looks like the backup. Yeah, Ace Goodhart. So Atlanta have brought in the backups. It's defensive backups for Atlanta are well drilled, but it is going to be a question of, well, firstly they're going to attempt the third down conversions. Let's see what Atlanta can do here. And take the 5-step drop. Ace Goodhart, the backup, And that is going to be a yard short. And Sammy Still, they certainly won't sub in the backup kicker. Sammy, they probably won't. They probably don't even have a backup kicker. They're going to get the punter to try and kick it. Lopan is probably safe for now. But Sammy Still will come back out. And this is within Sammy Still's range. He's got a 52-yard field goal on the day. And certainly these conditions are favorable for him.
Yeah, this one would be good for 50 if he's able to get it through.
And a free possession game would certainly be unassailable, you would think. And that is what is made for the Atlanta Swarm. 47 on the day. Very impressive performance from this Atlanta Swarm side. And they will almost certainly take the win to take them to 3-2 and keep them ahead of the pace in their division, trailed by Florida, who still have yet to play this week.
Yeah, and it's not at this point. It's definitely out of hand. Denver have no timeouts left. They have less than a minute and a half to go in this game. The how do I word this? The drive was there for Denver to come back in this one, but once Atlanta scored that 27 unanswered, Denver just couldn't keep up with the pace that Atlanta started pushing.
They just lost their momentum, Denver, and once that happens against Atlanta, Atlanta picks up about 30 points without reply, and you know you're flailing at that point, and Denver have looked like a completely different team since that first quarter. They've gone to the well on plays that they're comfortable with, that play action that we've seen a lot of, but whilst they have picked up points, it's just not been consistently, and the defense just hasn't done as much as you would expect from the Denver Nightwings to really make a game of this. As they're on 2nd and 2 here, a turnover on downs would end the game. They call a fumble there. No. That's not a fumble, though. That's an incomplete pass, and that is coming back. They'll challenge this from the booth because that one was overly generous from the Atlanta Swarm. Maybe referees, but just a bit twitchy on trying to call the game. And, you know, every time I call that, Aaron, I then look at the somewhat slower replay, and it always seems like it actually did not. It could have been a fumble, basically.
Yeah, that one I don't think was, though. The receiver there, Logan Keel, he didn't make any sort of football move after. I don't even think he really caught the ball, to be honest with you. I think he got hit before he really got a hand on it. So, yeah, I think this one's going to get ruled as an incomplete pass, which would be a little too little too late, but a big benefit here for the Nightwings.
And that one will be brought back. Eric Price saw his stat line for the day. Still 101 QBR. It has been a good game for Eric Price, and that has been telling of his performance throughout the season. But, you know, we talked about Denver having such a young defensive lineup, and it certainly shows today, Aaron.
Yeah, and I think another part of it, too, Atlanta, despite how well Denver was able to move the ball, it just didn't really allow Denver into the end zone. Despite Denver having the better ball movement, in the end, it was the Atlanta defense, I think, that won the day here for the Swarm.
Yeah, no, totally agree. And Denver will get the first down, so this drive is still alive. 57 seconds left on the clock. Probably insurmountable to try and score 20 in the 50 seconds that we have left remaining. But they will certainly try, Denver. They're going to fight until the very end, and that will be a catch. And little bit of afters there from number 50. That's 51 or 31 for the Atlanta Swarm with the Denver receiver. And we're in 4-down territory anyway, so they're going to just spike that ball and save some clock.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the right call for Denver. Want to make this game look a little more competitive, which again, the scoreline doesn't reflect it, but this was a very, very, very close game throughout, I think.
Yeah, Atlanta were put under pressure, and the receivers put under pressure there. Logan Kill not able to bring in the reception. But yeah, Atlanta were under pressure for a considerable amount of the first half. But once they pulled away, they pulled away with gusto, and they are going to safely win this game. 40 seconds left on the clock, 39 to be exact. Gun straight here for the Denver Nightwings, trying to come closer to parity. And that's a throw, and that is deflected away. Number 24 of the Atlanta Swarm on the deflection. That's Grant Hardaway, the rookie out of Annapolis, with the deflection there.
Yeah, great deflection by Hardaway. Denver, of course, going to go for this despite being 4th and long. Just try and, again, make this game look more competitive than the scoreline suggests.
No point saving Eric Price's arm. They're going to keep going for it. And that is deflected. And that will do it. The turnover on downs. 1st and 10 for the Atlanta Swarm. Jay Miraculous with the game-sealing pass deflection there. And that was all that they needed. And Atlanta are going to kneel this game out. Excellent result for the Atlanta Swarm. 47 to 28. They will move up to 3-2, and Denver slide to 1-3. Questions for Javier Vasquez and the direction of this considerably young Denver Nightwings team. We aware of the they publicized the fact that they had a cap penalty as well during the off season, but they certainly have put in an excellent performance here today, despite the result. The defense needs to solidify itself, Aaron. But aside from that, Denver not really done too much wrong today, you would say.
Yeah, and I can say from experience how difficult it is having to, work with a team that's, I don't want to say primarily rookies, but features a lot of rookies on the team. It's difficult, especially in the early stages, to really get anything going as far as a game plan goes, because a lot of your players ability wise aren't as up to pace as what you would like in this in a league like this.
That's the final score, 28-47 to the Atlanta Swarm. The Denver Nightwings were not able to overcome this reinvigorated Swarm side that bounced back from a disappointing defeat to the Lone Star Glory last week. Just looking at some of the highlights here, both quarterbacks over 300 yards on the day. Sammy Steele, 4-4 on the day for field goals, really turned the tide for this Atlanta Swarm team and made it a lot less close than it could have been. Logan Keel, the standout for Denver's receiving core, 131 yards there. And Bailey O'Shaughnessy and BDG Hollywood pretty much exactly on the spot with each other, 93 and 92 yards respectively. Aaron, it's that time of the game once again. Who do you call as your player of the game for this one?
There's so many options that it could be. Just looking at all the stat lines, though, I think realistically, it should go to BDG Hollywood. We could also see it go to Bailey O'Shaughnessy despite the losing effort. We could see it go to Ari Mills despite the losing effort with his 2 receiving TDs. But I think if just looking at everything objectively, I think we're going to see it go to BDG Hollywood.
And some of the big plays in this game made by number 82 of the Denver Nightwings, Logan Keel. See another one there. Sammy Steele with the big field goal to stretch that lead out for the Atlanta Swarm. And this one will be well remembered. There's going to be some parties in Atlanta tonight to celebrate this win against a storied franchise in SFL history. 2 champion franchises here, great ownership. Player of the game, Bryant Dynasty, 307 yards, 3 touchdowns, 102.9 QB rating. A very efficient performance from Dynasty. And that'll do it. For Aaron Alexander, I've been Liam Crowther, and from myself, Mark Chisholm, Aaron, Jack Brown on stats, you've been watching the SFL on YouTube. The final score tonight between the Atlanta Swarm and the Denver Nightwings, 28-47 for the hometown Swarm. Thank you for watching. It's been great having you on this broadcast. We will see you next week. Later.